The IJL was founded in 1969 by some of the leading jurists of the 20th century, including Justice Chaim Cohen of the Israeli Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Arthur Goldberg, and Nobel laureate René Cassin, one of the principal architects of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. From its very beginning, the organization was established with a clear mission to mobilize the legal community in defense of human rights, the rule of law, and justice in international affairs. Today, our members, judges, lawyers, and legal scholars from more than 30 countries work in courts, international institutions, and civil society to confront some of the most pressing legal challenges of our time. One of those challenges, and perhaps one of the most difficult, is the persistent cycle of impunity surrounding grave human rights violations, including conflict-related sexual violence. Sexual violence in war is unfortunately not new. For centuries, mutilation and violation of the human body have been used as instruments of warfare. Conquering territory often meant conquering the bodies of women and girls. Yet in recent years, there has been a growing recognition that these crimes are not incidental acts of brutality, but rather systematic tools of terror, humiliation, and destruction of communities. For us, as a Jewish legal organization, this issue resonates at a particularly deep historical and moral level. Jewish legal tradition, going back thousands of years, places extraordinary emphasis on human dignity. The concept of kvod habriot, the dignity of every human being, is not merely a philosophical idea. It is a binding legal and moral obligation. In many ways, the modern laws of armed conflict echo the same principle captured in the well-known rule that the right of the belligerents to adopt means of injuring the enemy is not unlimited. But Jewish history also teaches us another lesson. Silence and denial can be as dangerous as the crime themselves. For centuries, Jewish communities experienced violence that the world preferred not to see, not to hear, and not to acknowledge. This is why the legal struggle for recognition, documentation, and accountability is so essential in breaking silence of denial. Yet recognition and documentations are insufficient. Despite the remarkable progress international law has made over the past decades, impunity remains a persistent reality, particularly in situations involving mass atrocities. We therefore need stronger and more effective legal tools, both international and domestic, to enhance accountability. Justice requires a coalition of legal experts, diplomats, and civil society leaders willing to confront denial and impunity wherever they appear. Only through such collective effort can we begin to bring a measure of justice to survivors. This is precisely why today's timely event is so important. It is also why our collaboration with such distinguished partners and experts from around the world, whom you will hear from shortly, is so meaningful. Conflict-related sexual violence is not a Ukrainian problem nor an Israeli problem. It is fundamentally a human rights issue. And although this discussion takes place within the framework of the Commission on the Status of Women, and many of our speakers today are remarkable women leaders, CRSV is not solely a women's issue. Men and boys are also victims, and the fight against such crimes is ultimately about protecting the dignity of every human being. Before I conclude, I would like to personally thank our partner at WITSO, at the DINA project, and all the organizations who took part in this timely discussion. But most of all, I would like to thank Advocate Colonel Reserve Duty Sharon Zagagi-Pinchas, the director of the DINA project, who has been an extraordinary partner in advancing this initiative. As the world around us faces profound challenges and a war, I would like to conclude with a traditional Jewish blessing for peace. עושה שלום ברמומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, על כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. May the one who makes peace in the havens grant peace to us, to all Israel, and to all the inhabitants of the world. Thank you.